The fascist president of the United States, Kanks, has shut the government down on purpose. He's trying to blame the Democrats and saying that the Democrats want to give health care to illegal immigrants, which cannot be done. Illegal immigrants pay into these programs. They are unable to access the things, the services that would kick back to them. But I think we should all note for the record that MAGA Christians oppose health care for marginalized people. Let's keep that in mind. But here we have Senator Bernie Sanders saying he will not compromise for American citizens that pay their taxes, that live in this country, having access to health care. Play the clip.
These guys have said it's my way or the highway. This is the way it's going to be. And that is kind of what Trumpism is about. That's that authoritarian tendency that we're seeing in America right now.
So are you telling me you're willing to vote no every time Leader Thinner brings
this up? I am not going to allow. Let me be clear. All right? You can quote me on this. You can quote me on this. We say in Vermont, till the cows come home. I will not let tens of thousands of fellow Americans die because they're thrown off of health care. In my state, people cannot afford a doubling in the health care premiums. We are already paying the highest prices in the country for health care. People just can't afford it. And what the Republicans have got to do is go into their hearts and go back into their constituents. Ask their constituents in Louisiana, where Johnson is from, do you think it's a good idea to give $1 trillion in tax breaks to people like Bezos and Musk and Zuckerberg, the richest people in this country, in order to throw people off the health care they have? I think the answer will be a resounding no. So I hope the Republicans develop a sense of morality, listen to the people of America, and do the right thing.
Okay. So Bernie Sanders said right there, hell no, he's not going to vote to throw Americans off of their health care. This is a Jewish atheist who has more moral clarity, whose message has never changed, who stands up for the most marginalized. And let's remember how insidious it is that these MAGA Republicans weaponize their faith against these working class Americans and say, you can't have nice things. And they scapegoat these immigrants. They scapegoat gay people. They scapegoat Black people. When the reality is you can't have health care because Elon Musk and Kanks and Jeff Bezos don't want you to have it because they want all of the money for themselves and they want to tear apart democracy with an assist from the Supreme Court and from all of the Republicans in Congress. But let me tell you something. Kanks is on record for saying that he wants this shutdown. And let's play this hyper clip.
Good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want, and they'd be Democrat things.
We can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible, that are bad for them and irreversible by them, like cutting vast numbers of people out, cutting things that they like, cutting programs that they like.
Pause that.
When you shut it down, you have
cutting programs that they like. Do you hear that, Americans? He's cutting programs that you pay your taxes in to receive services. All of us have lived with the luxury of living in a superpower. And yeah, we bitch, oh my God, taxes. But let me tell you something. When you start drinking bacteria in your water and emergency weather services aren't working, like we saw in Texas when a bunch of little girls died because there wasn't enough weather meteorologists to alert them that flooding was coming, then you care. Then you realize, oh my God, these programs and these services matter. But to MAGA Republicans, specifically MAGA Christians, the cruelty is the point, and sucking up to billionaires is their ethos. Play the clip.
to do layoffs, so we'd be laying off a lot of people that are going to be very affected, and the Democrats, they're going to be Democrats.
So, you know, this comes as no surprise to me as a woman who's lived in a red state and has seen what happens when Republicans get super majorities. Education system fell. We were 14th in the country 16 years ago when we had a Democratic governor named Brad Henry. Now we're ranked 50th, dead last. We are ranked dead last for women to live. We are bottom of the barrel healthcare. These policies fleece the working class and enrich the selfish, hypocritical Christian millionaires and billionaires that think that they deserve everything and you don't deserve jack shit. And then they tell you, you can't have nice things because of these people, because of them. But really, you can't have nice things because of assholes like Kanks and all of the sycophants that surround him. Moving along, while we shut down the government, I wonder where our money is going to continue to go. I wonder what MAGA is going to spend money on. Here we go. Israel is paying influencers $7,000 per post. Netanyahu referred this week to a, quote, community pushing out preferred messaging in U.S. media. And boy, are they making a pricely sum. And Nick Cleveland Stout reports a new document reveals that Israeli government is paying a cohort of 14 to 18 social media influencers between $6,100 and $7,300 per post. The Israeli government is paying for this. Do y'all know how many billions of dollars we give to Israel? Did you know that in Israel, nobody's cutting their health care? That's not going to happen. Nobody's going to shut down their government. Meanwhile, this government, Benjamin Netanyahu's government, funded Hamas. They drove suitcases full of cash into Gaza to fund Hamas. Meanwhile, we're funding all of this shit. So when you don't have health care and your education system is ranked 50th and you live in one of the worst states for women to live in and the government is shut down and we have a fascist takeover, just remember who MAGA prioritizes first. A war criminal named Benjamin Netanyahu, who is committing genocide in Gaza with our taxpayer money. And now, as a side project, we're going to pay government influencers $7,000 per post to propagandize that somehow they're not killing little kids, when we've seen it with our eyes, we've heard it with our ears, and we know they're lying. All right, next up, who else is going to get money while we're not? Who else is going to get our taxpayer money while we're not? Well, I'll tell you who. It's Argentina. Ruben Gallego says Trump is literally bailing out Argentina's universal health care with a $20 billion loan. And the White House tweeted, the United States is done subsidizing the health care of the rest of the world. They lie, they gaslight. Meanwhile, you have Argentina, they tried Muskonomics, they tried Trumponomics, exactly what our government's doing right now, a government of austerity, and it face planted and it failed miserably. So all of you rural Americans that are losing your hospitals, that have medical debt, just remember, while these MAGA Christians are telling you they care about you, they're cutting every access to health care that you can have, and they're giving it to Argentinians and Israelis, and you're paying for it. And then they tell you, you can't have these nice things because of these immigrants, and you can't have nice things because of all of these gay people or these trans people. They're lying to you. They are lying to you. They've been lying to you forever. Trickle-down economics are bullshit. The data is in. It doesn't work. So while you're suffering, just know that your taxpayer money is funding the billionaires in this country as they get tax breaks. And now we're funding healthcare in Argentina, and we continue to fund bombs to Israel, healthcare to Israelis, and higher education to Israelis. So all of you that now don't have healthcare and a shit ton of student debt, don't worry. President Trump and all of his bozo clown show car, they're going to pay for it. All right. Now, here's something really interesting. There's a gubernatorial race in New Jersey, and you have a Democrat running against a MAGA Republican. This is the lieutenant governor on that ticket with the MAGA politician. And he's not the lieutenant governor. He is the candidate for lieutenant governor. And listen to what he says on the debate stage. Every Democrat should be playing this clip over and over. Play it.
Taxes are on the table, but I'd be careful of millionaire taxes. They're employing us. They're
So
also
new taxes are on the table in New Jersey in your administration?
Well, you have to look at it. You have to look at the whole thing. But what I'm saying is millionaires, we can't just beat up the millionaires. The millionaires many times are our employers. They're employing us.
Okay, this is the lie that they tell you all the time. This is the trickle-down economics. Millionaires give us jobs and pay us shitty wages and don't give us health care. Therefore, they get to act and live in America with impunity and not pay their part. So while the teacher, while the healthcare workers, while all of these working class people are paying their taxes and then getting the government shut down so that Argentina and Israel can have all of our money, they're going to say, yeah, we'll tax everybody except for the millionaires. We'll tax everybody except for the billionaires because, oh my God, they're job creators. And look no further than the absolute horrific company of In-N-Out Burger. This broad that's the CEO of In-N-Out Burger in California has made billions of dollars, billions. Her net worth is something like $5-6 billion. She's mad because California wants to make sure she pays her workers a livable wage and provides benefits for them. So she's packing up her toys when California made her a billionaire, and she's moving to Tennessee, where she can have these morally corrupt people that don't stand up for marginalized people, but only stand up for billionaires. This is the death of an empire, and it will be the death of our economy. If you do not support the workers that fuel the economy, it will collapse. It is a house of cards. And I would be remiss if in this news cycle I didn't touch on unfuckable, unlikable, horrific Ted Cruz's breathtaking Freudian slip. Play the clip.
All come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles.
There it is. There's the Freudian slip. That's the thing, because that's what this party, the MAGA Christians, that's what they all have going for them. You have a bunch of DL demon queens. It seems like every day somebody's arrested that is somehow connected to the right wing, that has some sort of sexual abuse towards children or sexual assault towards women. When you look at like Pete Hegseth and others, and of course, Kanks, top of the ticket, adjudicated rapist. These people celebrate and normalize sexual depravity. This is a party of hypocrites. This is a party of Israel first. This is a party of Argentina first. And the Democrats, get your shit together. This is a layup to take these people out. All right, we'll be back later with more news. It's another great day in America.